everyone! Well, we're here. We're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we will be talking about a general network marketer. Now, normally, of course, I would say a specific MLM, which does sort of apply for this video, sort of not. So the video we will be reacting to is an individual in the MLM Rodan Fields. Now, I have not done a specific dedicated video to Rodan Fields, but a just quick overview of what that MLM is in case you are unaware. It is a skincare beauty MLM, mainly skincare. It was created by the creators of Proactive, and if you were an individual alive in the late 90s to mid to late 2000s and you walked in the mall at any point in your life, you definitely saw one of those mall kiosks for Proactive, or you saw the billions and billions of commercials that they always had promoting on TV. So that's just a quick overview of what Rodan Fields is. So the individual that we will be watching is either the #1 person in Rodan Fields, or at least like one of the very top people in Rodan Fields. Like, she is in the less than 1% of Rodan Fields, making a lot of money. And normally I don't say people's names, but because this individual is so high up in Rodan Fields, I guess network marketing in general, to me, she is a very public figure, and it is okay. I normally don't say people's names because it doesn't really matter what their name is. I am highlighting them as an individual, as an example of why the network marketing industry is flawed in many ways. And another reason why I'm not going to block out her name is because she has it plastered like on her wall, literally in colors, and in the corner of her video. So we will be watching a video by Sarah Robbins, and as I said previously, she is very high up in Rodan Fields, and she is also turning to being a network marketing coach, because this video we will be reacting to says network marketers, not for Rodan Fields. This is something that she is generalizing across all MLMs. This applies to all MLMs because, of course, it does. It seems that when people who are in a specific MLM reaches the 1%, less than 1% of their company, a lot of them either remain in the MLM and keep, racking in that money, and decide on the side they want to be a network marketing coach and give all the tips and tricks to anyone joining an MLM, because, of course, every single tip applies in every single MLM. It is not one MLM is unique for one tip and other MLMs cannot take that and use it as well. It doesn't matter what the tip is, it works in every single MLM. You just have to tweak it depending on whatever the product is in the MLM, or whatever certain terminology applies in that manner. Or individuals will leave their MLM when they are at a very high rank and they turn to be network marketing teachers, coaches, and it's just a way to sell books and webinars and all of these things, saying that they have the secret, they have all the knowledge because they were at the top, and they just want people to buy in, thinking that they will have the secret sauce, and that if they just buy into this webinar, then they too will be at the 1% of the MLM, which is just absolutely not true. And it's just a way for them to take advantage of people further in just a different outlet and across all MLMs. Alright, I think I have all the general information out of the way, and I think we are ready to react to this Mythbusters video. Because if anyone should know the myths of the MLM network marketing world, it should be someone who is at the top of an MLM, right? But before we get started, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description below for all my fun links. I have links to my channel members, my Patreon, which is just another way to help support me and the channel further. I also have links to my social medias. And I have a link to my anti-MLM playlist, which has 175 videos at this point. Alright, with all of that said, let's get started.
Well, hey there, rock stars. Sarah Rockin' Robbins here, coming to you live for a prospecting pop-up where I give you free training tips in under 10 minutes. If you like what you learn, make sure you share this with the rock stars on your team or tag them below, because the more who know, the greater your team will grow. As we get started, let's get acquainted. Share in the comments who you are and where you're tuning in from. If you're first time watching, click a number 1. And I'll quickly share who I am. I am Sarah Robbins. I'm a former kindergarten teacher turned one of network marketing's very top leaders. Together with our team of over 300,000, we do over $1 billion in sales every year. And I do share my best practices in my best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. Shout out if you've read it. Tell me how it's helped you to grow. I love to read those, by the way. I am also a coach inside of the Network Marketing Inner Circle, one of the most supportive, collaborative communities inside of the network marketing industry. We've developed the largest vault of training with the very best trainers, both social media marketers, network marketers, internet marketers, and so much more to bring you the very best in training. And today, I'm so excited to give to you some free.
I'm wondering if they have to pay. I mean, obviously they have to pay for her book, which is a general network marketing, how to build it. Like, there is so much free information that you can get via YouTube or Instagram or, unfortunately, TikTok now, that I don't know why people would buy into this stuff. Maybe they really do believe that because she is at the top of an MLM, not because she got in at the beginning when it happened. No, that can't be the reason. It's because she clearly has the secret sauce, the secret knowledge, the secrets that if she just shares them and you read them and absorb them, you too will become number 1. It's just not true. There are just so many factors of why people get as high up in MLMs as they do. Like, getting in at the beginning, having a huge group of people, being just a really good salesperson. That is a part of it. Like, they claim that anyone can be a good salesperson. That's just not true. I mean, I guess if you completely change your personality and shut off who you are as an individual, maybe, maybe if you become a totally different person, you could become very good at sales, depending on the person, of course. Some people are just naturally really good at selling, and other people are not, but can be taught. I'm not saying it's impossible, but they claim that everyone can do it and that everyone should do it, and it only benefits the people at the top for everyone to be an amazing salesperson.
Training as we talk about a little social media mythbusters for network marketing. Now, I am the number 1 recruiter in my company. I have been for 15 years.
See, 15 years. I believe that Rodan Fields started 20 years ago, so getting in 5 years after the company is starting, that still definitely counts as early on, and definitely is probably the reason for all of her success. Like, that is what I believe, and that buying her book and reading her book will not make it to where you too will become the number 1 network marketer in whatever MLM you're a part of.
And I share that with you to say the majority of my leads.
Also, I hate to keep, but getting in when social media was not like that prominent, like, of course it was a thing like Facebook back then, MySpace I think was still popular back then, but it's different than it is now, and the competition then was probably not very large.
Come online, so I'm qualified to talk to you about this stuff. So who's excited in hearing more about this topic? Let me know in the comments below. Here's the thing I'll tell you. By understanding this, this is not only going to help you to bust some common myths, but also avoid some costly mistakes so you have more success on social media. You know, it's very common. Here's the good news. As network marketers, we are big in personal and professional development. It is one of the best businesses if you're wanting to grow. The tough stuff is there's so much stuff online, right? And it's common to want to follow the latest social media marketer. But the problem is you're going, how does this really connect for network marketing? Or there's a lot of generic network marketing trainers who maybe haven't built or are not currently building a business in today's time. And with social media changing, right, it's important now more than ever before that you have somebody who's in the trenches, who's not only building and growing, but doing it successfully, right? Who's in network marketing, but also having success in social media marketing. That's why inside of the network marketing inner circle.
Now, okay, I'm not saying that she isn't successful when it comes to social media and all of that. But I would say one of the biggest social media platforms there is YouTube, without a doubt. Now, she has 44.3 thousand subscribers. That is great. That's really, really good. And she apparently either premiered this video or actually did do it live. I'm not quite sure because there was a live chat on the side. Nobody is talking in there. And then I went down to the comments. There's only one comment. So now, again, it's different for everyone, and maybe this video didn't get out to as many people, but if you are trying to claim that you have all this knowledge and that you are the end-all be-all person to respect and take their word for in this industry and this specific topic that you are talking about, and yet you have very little engagement on your YouTube platform where you posted this video, I don't know. I would, if I was looking at this, I would take those factors into consideration. Now, she may have also posted this on her Instagram where she may be more popular and get way more engagement. I'm not sure. But I would think that to be a true social media wonder of network marketing, you should be popular and at least have maybe more than one comment on a video where you're claiming to be a social media pro. But that's maybe just me. Maybe I'm looking too much into it.
I am so passionate about combining the very best in social media strategy and network marketing systems to get people to your funnel through social media, but also through your funnel with network marketing systems, okay? So I want to get right to our 3 common myths, all right? So the first myth that I hear a lot of social media marketers or just traditional marketers advise people, they'll say, don't post your personal stuff, i.e. don't post pictures of your family. And I couldn't disagree with this more.
Okay, yeah. I've never heard that in the network marketing world. Like, we have been doing videos for quite some time, and we almost always hear them say that you should mix in your personal life, let them know you're a real person, let them get to know the real you. They need to be able to post those real life situations so that they can manipulate and exploit their family and their everyday life in order to make sales or recruit people. But that's, of course, just my opinion, not actually what they say. But I don't know, I feel like I read through the lines of MLMers, and that's really what they're saying. But it's interesting that she's going by social media marketers say this, but see, network marketers, we're totally different, which is, I mean, true, but I don't know if that is good or bad advice. I mean, if you are trying to grow a business, I do think that it is important to separate your life from your business life. Like, if you're following, I'll just take Target as an example, and all of a sudden the person who is running the Target profile all of a sudden, shows a picture of their dog or their morning breakfast, and they were talking about themselves and all of this, it'd be a little confusing. I mean, people would probably still like it, but for the most part, it'd be a little confusing if randomly, someone who is talking about Target and all their new items and maybe new renovations and new things coming to the store, and then it's like, today for breakfast, I made myself pancakes because I decided to treat myself, and it had nothing to do with anything they bought at Target. It would be a little odd, and they're like, thank you, Target, for allowing me this opportunity. Like, it would just sound and look really, really weird. But of course, in the network marketing MLM world, you are selling yourself, you are selling the opportunity more to the people than the items that are a part of the MLM. Like, if it's Beachbody, it's the Shakeology, like, that's secondary to you selling yourself and getting people interested in you so that they also want to become you and they sign up. That's really what it is, and why there is a difference in social media marketing versus MLM marketing. Network marketing, same thing.
And, I've heard people say, well, Sarah's got a big following, so that's why she's able to do it. Oh, no. I can point personally to somebody like my sister, shout out Emily Yost, who is recognized as a top team builder in our overall, all of our top leaders in the company with top growth as well. She has a much smaller social media following.
But you're not, okay. There is no way you did not help her out and, like, maybe send people her way. Because more than likely she is underneath you. You recruited your sister. That's my guess and an assumption entirely, but I think that that is I personally, when someone is like, I have a huge social media following and blah, 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 but see, someone that I was going to say completely related to. I mean, someone that I'm related to or someone that is in my family, they have a smaller following, but it's not at all connected to me and my growth. Like, bad example.
Because she started the business much more recently. She was a former teacher.
Also, what does she consider smaller? Because is she saying like a few thousand people? Because to the everyday person getting into this and having 50 followers, maybe 150, 200 followers, like that's very small. But if she says like, oh, she only had like 5,000, 7,000 followers, a very small following, like people might have also followed her because they knew that she was her sister. Again, those factors have to be taken into account.
And she posts pictures of her family all the time. Why? We sell two things as network marketers. We sell a product, but we also sell a lifestyle through the opportunity.
Oh, lifestyle through the opportunity. Oh, interesting how you put that word in front of opportunity. It should just be we sell product and just stop there.
Did you know one of your products is the opportunity? That's one of the things that you sell and you should be promoting. So she's showcasing that work at home life.
Really, really focusing on the opportunity and how that's important. Did you know that you can sell the opportunity? I bet no one in any MLM had any idea about that.
That mom life and how the business not only affords you money, but also time too. And isn't time more valuable than money?
Yes, it is. I really do believe that. And the fact that MLMs take so much time and money away from people, it's a double loss, is really unfortunate. And until you get into the top 1-2% of the MLM, you have lost so much time and money and continue to do that until you are maybe lucky and hit some sort of speed boost towards that. But again, at the cost of other people's time and money.
I saw another top network marketing coach. She was doing one of those live Q&As on her Instagram. And one of her followers said, hey, I hired a coach who told me to stop posting pictures of my family. And she was much more bold than me. She said, fire that coach. But here's the thing I'll tell you. I'm giving you permission to think about things differently because we as network marketers, we do things differently. So if I wanted to post a picture of my kids, for example, an example I can think of, you can post a picture, but you need to think about the caption. It was my boys holding hands. They were walking along the ocean. I'm like, this is a beautiful picture, but how can I post this to really target my niche, my audience, right? People who are looking for my products and my opportunity, right?
So every photo of your family is a way to manipulate the people who are looking at this photo. Everything is always centered back to the MLM. And that is also a problem, is that, yeah, look at how I'm able to be around my kids and love them or take them here and buy them something. And then it always leads to, wouldn't you like this? DM me for opportunity, or thank you to the MLM for allowing me this time with my kids. Like, it always leads back to the MLM because the MLM is number one and family is second. They want you to believe the family is first because look at their life and look at how they're spending so much time with their family. But when the post always directs back to the MLM, the job is number one, which is funny because they always talk about how they don't want to be slaves to the corporate world or whatever job they're in prior to the MLM. And yet when they are in the MLM, it is always number one and they are always thinking about it, always talking about it, always trying to relate it back. Like when you just go to the grocery store, you're supposed to try and recruit the cashier. When you're in whatever job you were prior, you didn't have to think about your job when you were grocery shopping, talking to the cashier. So no matter what, you're more of a slave to the MLM than you are to any other job, really.
Busy mamas work from home and get the best skin of their lives through America's #1 skincare brand. There you go. There's a bio for you, right? So instead, of just posting a picture, aren't my kids cute? It can be something along the lines of baby steps, right? Because it's the baby. They're holding hands, they're taking steps, and how baby steps in your business, right? And also painting the picture, big picture type thing. So be clever in your captioning, okay? Number 2, common myth that I hear all the time is post a bunch of controversial stuff so you get better engagement. Now, there's truth to this.
I mean, obviously she's been in the network marketing world a lot more than I have, but I don't know if I've ever heard that as a myth, like that you have to post controversial stuff in order to get people to engage with you. Does it work? Absolutely. But do you have to do that? No. And I've never heard that myth, but okay.
There is. But I want to bring some clarity to this as well, what it is and what it isn't. Okay, so here, first and foremost, what it is not. What it is not. So what it is not is posting things that are patronizing, political, or polarizing if you are using social media as a platform for prospecting, which I'm assuming most of you are. I use social media for one thing. It's a tool to build my business. So I don't want it to be a place where people are divided. In fact, I want to be
It's a way for you to build your business, but it's not a way for you to recruit, because you don't have to recruit because you said you have 300,000 people in your team. So all the people at the bottom are doing all the recruiting for you. And all you have to do is post a few lives, probably pay somebody else to post on social media for you at this point. I don't even know where my point was going. I was just so annoyed at the fact that, like, not annoyed, but like saddened that people probably think that she still is in people's DMs trying to recruit people and sending them messages and trying to be friends with them, when there is no way she is doing that. There is absolutely no way. Even if she said she was doing that, I call lies, I call hacks, I call scam.
Place that people are inspiring, because if I'm inspiring, people are going to check my profile to see what I posted that day, no matter what. And I don't have to defy the algorithm, because the algorithm always changes. So here is what it is. Now, again, if your platform is politics, then obviously go for it. But here's the thing. New followers or lost followers are potential customers for you. That's why you should care. Every post comes with a price. So post on purpose. So how could you do this well? Post something that creates controversy or conversation within your niche. So for example, you're in skincare. What about asking, who falls asleep in their makeup? And then, of course, telling them why that's a big mistake. What would be an example in your niche? Tell me, don't tell me your company name, but tell me, kind of what it is you sell. For example,
why not tell the company name? Why would it matter? Be like, I'm in Beachbody. What would you recommend I say to stir up a question to get people talking? Something like that. Why not say what MLM you're in?
Skincare. And here would be something that would create some sort of controversy, okay? And put it in the comments below. I'm thinking about, like, if you're in health and wellness, does fat make you fat, right? How much protein is too much protein?
And she was gonna say, are you fat? Well, ew, you're ugly, and you should totally drink Shakeology every day because skinny people are better, which is pretty much what they make you think in Beachbody. It's just like, fat is gross, you are ugly, and if you're not in Beachbody and a skinny, wonderful legend, then you are disgusting. Something along those lines. The health and wellness ones are so bad. And it's just also, like, her example of, like, do you fall asleep in your makeup? Like, this is why this is bad. But there will be people who will come up to people in public and be like, wow, your skin is horrible, I can help you. And they believe that commenting like that and it is okay to do. Or, with Monet, like when they come up and they say, oh, your hair is so dry and brittle and frizzy but I have the solution. Like, that's not a way to sell your product to somebody. That's also not a way to talk to anyone about anything. You do not insult someone and then say, don't worry, I have the answer for you. But I guess in MLMs that the insult is weirdly okay because they can save your life. Remember, they're always lifesavers, and they're just there to help the individual by tearing them down, making them feel like crap about themselves.
Those types of things to get people talking. All right. And number 3, it's not necessarily a myth, but also—
Then why are you adding this? This is supposed to be Mythbusters, but this is not a myth.
Also maybe sort of a kind of a misconception.
Okay, I will accept that. Because sometimes I will look up either myths, like MLM myths to get like video ideas, or MLM misconceptions. So I will give that to her. I apologize.
Or something that I can help to bring clarity to. Within my coaching program, by the way, we do Q&A, live coaching with me weekly. We do implementation together. I get this question probably every single week. Business page versus a personal profile, right? Specifically, that's more important for Facebook. If you're on Instagram, you want to switch to a creator account, or you could do a professional account, that's fine. If you want to get the cool music, all the features. But most importantly, this question is geared toward Facebook. Should I make a business page, or should I keep posting on my personal profile? Now, let me say, that is really, there's so many features and benefits. And if you're in my inner circle at the end of this month during our Q&A day where we do live coaching, we're going to actually do.
I don't like that it's called the inner circle. Like, that gives me kind of culty vibes. Like, you need to be in the circle to know all the information in my inner circle. Like, that all the secrets are happening in here, which is the MLM hug box, the MLM echo chamber. That's just what the circle is. But we all know what it's really shaped like. That's really what it is. They just want to call it a different shape so that your brain doesn't associate what it actually is.
Whole discussion just on this, the features and the benefits. So make sure that you tune into that session. You can do both, and you can do both well, but you really have to pick with one and stick with that one. The difference is, right, personal profile, your friends, your family, your network are seeing what you're doing. Business page, the only people who are likely to like a business page for a specific product line are your customers. They're already in the business. Your consultant, your team, so they'll follow you, and maybe your mom and your best friend, right? Now, the Facebook business pages, they're more pay to play. So in order to, because it's a business, right? It's a business for Facebook too, and they know you're using it to grow your business. They want you to put some ad spend behind it, which isn't a bad strategy, but I'm in a business of duplication. I want my team to say, how did you, Sarah Robbins, do this? Because I generate most of my leads online through a personal profile. I actually don't even use a business page for my network marketing company. And there's a few reasons for it personally. That's why in the inner circle I train, how do I do it without ad money?
Why don't you share it here? You're already here. Why not share it with people? Because isn't the whole point that you want people to do better? You are just there to help people, but yet you have all these answers and you're like, well, see, if you were a part of the inner circle, or you read it in my book where you have to pay, more money.
How do I do it without paying for leads or likes? Okay, so it's all organic growth, meaning people are just liking my posts, they're commenting, engaging, and most of my leads, by the way, they come to me. I'm not going in people's inbox, right?
Okay, fair enough. At least she's not saying that, because yeah, when you are one of the #1 network marketers, then yeah, people are going to come to you instead of you going to them. But majority of people, 99% of the other people, are having to go into DMs. They are.
So we teach that strategy. That's what I teach inside of the inner circle. So why do I do that? Number one, I want my friends and family to know what I do. And number two, I believe what I do as a leader needs to duplicate. But bottom line,
if that's the case, then share it for free.
Pick one and stick with one to create the most amount of revenue. As my good buddy Sean Cannell says, he says, if you try chasing 2 rabbits, you end up catching neither of them. So don't spread yourself thin, right? I chose personal profile because I do strongly believe your network should be aware of what you're doing on social media.
Yeah, they will always say that, because obviously friends and family are more likely to join, which convinces you that this is easier to get people to join than it is, because you're like, oh, I already have 3 people, and depending on the MLM, you could have already ranked up, and you're like, wow, this is truly amazing, and look at the, little bit of money that's coming in, but like if they say I just keep doing this, then I will be #1 in no time. And it's like, yeah, but having your mom, sister, or best friend join is a lot easier than having Sally, Billy, and Teddy join from all over the country. So 2 different things, but they get in your head that it is easier than what it is, because again, when you have family buy and you have family join, it's going to trick your brain into thinking, I can do this, it's really not that bad. And then you actually get out there and do what you're supposed to do and try and recruit a lot harder.
but it's all in how you share it. If you feel like you're bugging your friends, you might be bugging your friends, and you might need some new strategy. Again, inside of the inner circle, we teach how to give great value, how to create some funny things, some inspiring things, some helpful things within your niche that's not all selling your product. So if you're in anti-aging memes, some anti-aging tips, right? Tips to age backwards, so on and so forth. Selling without selling, right? Subliminally and showcasing your products in your stories, some before and afters, etc. But again, we get all in depth on that inside of my inner circle.
I think that was actually really good advice that you don't need to go more in depth with. Like, that is pretty straightforward. And again, with this kind of stuff, this is information that is free all over the internet.
We're actually going to be doing a recruiting workshop on Monday. So if you're in the network marketing inner circle, you got to join us. It's going to be all on recruiting, getting people to your funnel with social media strategy and through your funnel with network marketing systems. We have a couple spaces open, so if you're not in, you should join us at the network marketing.
I have a feeling there is no spaces. They will accept anybody.
Circle.com. And again, this is why I teach organic growth, no paid leads, no paid ads, and I've been #1 in my company for the past 15 years, not only in overall sales, but in sponsoring, okay? And again, most of it on social, they're coming to me, all right? So here's the thing, I believe whatever you do duplicates. I teach strategy that everyone on your team can duplicate. Was today's training simple? I hope it was simple. I hope it was fun. Now go get it done. And all in all, I want you to remember this. If you take anything away, take this. Content and consistency trump strategy on social media every day. I'm going to say it again. Content, your content, so you give value, and consistency, you posting every day. A post a day keeps leads coming your way. So give great value, a post a day. It trumps strategy on social media every day. How do you beat the algorithm? Be the profiler page that people come to. Go out and give great value today, and then every day. If you found today's training helpful, make sure you share it with your team or in the inbox with a friend or tag them below. Remember, the more who know, the greater you grow. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Goodbye for now, and rock on, rock stars. Talk to you real soon.
Bye, network marketing lady. Okay.
I've never not.
That was that. I will say I was distracted a lot of the time by her shirt that says #gold digger. I feel like I've seen that shirt before, but that was, I don't know, something about that. I get the joke and I get it, but it's like, I mean, it's also weirdly not wrong when it comes to network marketing, because they just want more and more and more people so that they earn more and more money. And as much time freedom as they may have, it's because you've taken that freedom of time away from somebody else, and you may have more money, but it's because somebody else put a lot of money into this, hoping that they will become you. And this individual may feel that she has these strategies that actually work and that her knowledge is so wonderful and the best. And she had asked if we had fun during this, and I'm like, I don't know if you really busted any myths that people actually have. Like, I think for the majority of people in network marketing, one of the main things they tell you is to intermingle your personal life with the MLM, and to almost never even mention the MLM, just have it somewhere in your link tree, where they also, when you click on the link tree, it will say like, we're hiring, and then you fill out this stupid form, and like one of the things is like, how would you want to better yourself? And I'm like, how is this an application? Like, that's not an application, and you can make it look however you want, but you would say yes to me no matter what. Like, it's not a true application if any credentials that I may want to put in matter at all. It doesn't. And to me, when a company or a business will hire anyone on the spot for any reason because they just need more bodies, that is an absolute red flag to me. Also, the fact that I have to pay to work for the company, not them paying me to work for them. Also, a major red flag. Alright, you guys, I hope you loved this. Loved? I feel like I've been saying that lately in my videos. I hope you I hope you did love this video. If you did, give it a like. If you really, really loved it, go ahead and subscribe. If you already have not, double check if you know you are supposed to be subscribed, because YouTube loves to do a thing where they unsubscribe people from my channel. Now, I will have people say, hey, I was supposed to be subscribed and YouTube unsubscribed me. So if you love this video, double check that you are subscribed. And until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!